Woo! What is up, Man Hour Nation? It is time for some live, raw, and uncut NFL talk on this beautiful Wednesday morning, September 6th. Fact or crap is on the way. NFL power rankings are out there. Travis Kelce gets hurt. Oh, man. And Chandler Jones already wants out of Las Vegas. But first, and now, Mike's thoughts. As we dive deeper into the NFL season here, week 1 is upon us. 24 hours away. Let's get excited, baby. But Carl Nassib, the first actively gay or first player that has come out as gay in the NFL, has officially announced his retirement from the NFL. This man had 12-point sacks just last season, played in just over 100 NFL games, and has, quote, inspired many others in the gay community. So, as I was reading through the story, and I vaguely remember him coming out as gay like 2015, 2016, or whatever it was, right? Very, very, very like kind of like a blip on my radar. Let's just be flat out honest about it. Nobody cares that you are gay. Nobody cares that you are a homosexual or you do this, you do that, you that, right? Nobody cared that Aaron Hernandez murdered like 15 people. Guys, all we care about as NFL fans, NFL's owners, NFL analysts, NFL in general, the only thing we care about is if you can help our team win. So, Carl Nassib, I'm glad that you came out as gay. I'm glad that it made you feel better and whatnot. But the way that the NFL is boasting this guy right now is just kind of mind-boggling. His story hasn't expired so many others. Have there been any other gay players in the NFL or that have come out as saying that says that they're gay? Have there been any other profile college athletes that come out and said that they're gay? Look, I get it. I understand. Whatever makes you feel better at the end of the day, right? If you need to come out and say it, whatever. But as a NFL fan, as an NFL enthusiast, I do not care. I do not care that you are openly gay. I do not care that you have inspired so many other people to come out as gay. I don't care. What I care about is if you get me 5 sacks, 10 tackles in a game, an interception, score a couple times. I care what you do on Sunday afternoons to win my team's a football game or 2, or 12, or 15, or Super Bowl. That's all I care about at the end of the day. I could give 2 shits if you're freaking gay. That leaves more ladies for the rest of us. That's the way I see it. Leaves more ladies for the rest of us. But Carl Nassib has officially retired from the NFL. The first openly gay player. Congratulations, man. You had a nice little run from 2016 until now. Just over 100 games played in the NFL. And 12 sacks last season. Good job, buddy. But let's cue that intro.
Time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. Why I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, still listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches, won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzz beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckheischer here with the Man Hour. Go to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page. Check out the blog section as well. And click on the listen tab as well. So if you guys like to listen to the podcast forum, simply click on that listen button. And every podcast that we have ever done right there is out there on the World Wide Web for everybody to see and everybody to recognize out there. It is Wednesday. We are 36 hours away from NFL kickoff season. One full day and some change. Detroit Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And some big news is happening in the Kansas City land. So, guys, this is Fact or Crap Wednesday. Fact or Crap is very simple. We sprinkle a little bit of fact, and we talk of a crap, and we deemed if it is a fact or crap. So we got to talk about my man, Travis Kelce. We got to talk about the Arizona Cardinals starting quarterback situation. Joe Burrow is still listed as day-to-day, but trending on the good direction. And Chandler Jones is like, you know what? Oh, man, I don't want to be here in Las Vegas no more. No more do I want to be in Las Vegas. But we got all that and much, much more coming up, you guys, right here on the Man Hour. But if you guys are new here, consider liking and consider subscribing. And, of course, sharing this with a couple friends, because sharing is caring at the end of the day. And also, guys, every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. East Coast time, my man Hoffy, the man in the chat right now at the Man Hour name, says one more day. Join Hoffy, guys, every Tuesday and Friday, 10 p.m. East Coast time with the After Hours show. Also got Arthur Brown in the chat. He says, good morning, ready for some football. Man, aren't we all ready for some football? I feel like this has been the longest offseason ever. Like, this has been the longest bye week ever. No training camp, no OTAs. News has been slow. Oh, man. It is time. But let's get into some lead block to start the day. Atlanta Falcons have signed safety Lucas Dennis to the practice squad, along with they have offensive line Barry Wisely has been placed on injured reserve. Every time you lose an offensive lineman a couple days before game time is not very good. Carolina Panthers signed wide receiver Dunsmond Patman to the practice squad. Big news for them. Get a little practice squad wide receiver help. Cincinnati Bengals have signed tight end Zach Gentry to the practice squad as well, and also defensive end Garrett Nelson. Along with that, they've cut linebacker Tyler Murray. Dallas Cowboys left guard Tyler Smith underwent an MRI Tuesday that confirmed that he suffered a hamstring strain at Monday's practice. We felt better after we visited and assessed it after practice, says owner Jerry Jones earlier on Tuesday via the Atlantic's John Malkovich. Hopefully it's not this serious to impact him Sunday night. You losing a lineman a couple days before a game is not good, especially when you have the best offense in the NFL with Dak Prescott out there. The Detroit Lions center Frank Gongo did not practice on Tuesday after being a full participant of yesterday. So hopefully he is good. He needed some rest. Detroit Lions defensive tackle Isaiah Buggs was sick, but he is back at practice, head coach Dan Campbell said. And cornerback Emmanuel Mosley was limited to practice as well. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Ricky James was a full participant in Tuesday's practice. Good news for them. But Kadarius Toney was limited for the second straight day. LA Rams to cut defensive back Jayla Jolly. He says, get out of here. We don't need no more defensive backs. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers cut kicker Zane Gonzalez with an injury settlement. So that is the lead block of the day, as some questions are already piling in. Let me check out the questions here, see what we got happening over here at the chat. And he says, who you got tomorrow night? If Kelce is out and the Lions have a chance to get Patty Mahomes his first opening day loss. So that is actually the first statement that I wanted to talk about today. So guys, we are going to talk a little bit about fact or crap. If you guys are new here, fact or crap is very, very simple. We put out a statement and we deemed if it is a fact or if it is a crap. We will banter back and forth. I'll give you a little bit of stats. And in the comments, guys, I want you to simply put fact if you agree or crap if you disagree. It's very, very simple. So the first fact or crap of the day here as we dive deep into Wednesday edition, September 6th, 2023 at 10:10 a.m. manhourradio.com, guys. Check it out. Travis Kelce hyperextended his knee the other day at practice. After MRI revealed that his ACL is intact, it is being listed as a bone bruise, and his status for Thursday versus Detroit Lions is uncertain at this current time. So, guys, with that being said, is Travis Kelce the one person that the Kansas City Chiefs cannot be without this opening day? So we talked a little bit about Chris Jones and that saga that's happening and whatnot, but guys, this is 100% fact. It is a fact because Travis Kelce has never missed an NFL game in his career due to injury. Since 2014, he has played every NFL game that he has suited up for. With that being said, the difference between Chris Jones and Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce has been at every OTA, every training camp, every preseason game. He has been there. They've been working on that camaraderie, or however you say that word. They've been working the rapport out, right? And when you lose a player like Travis Kelce, literally 2 days before the opening day, that is huge because you already have a game plan and you have an offensive game plan. You have a script of plays that you want to do. You want to do this, this, and this. Guys, this is 100% fact. This is one player that the Kansas City Chiefs cannot afford to lose opening day. Now, with that being said, Hoffy says, who do you got tomorrow night if Kelce is out? So if Travis Kelce is out, this changes everything on both sides of the ball. I'm talking for the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs as well. Because obviously the Detroit Lions are out there right now. They have a game plan to basically stop Travis Kelce. Let's just be honest. They're probably number one on their board. Dan Campbell has, do not let the white boy beat us. That's exactly what he has, because Travis Kelce is such good at finding spots on the field and just getting there and getting open. And if Travis Kelce is not on the field, this changes the defense for the Detroit Lions. Not only that, it also changes the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs as well. So with that being said, I still like the Kansas City Chiefs in this opening day matchup for the Detroit Lions, because I am not sold that the Kansas City Chiefs were going to pass the ball a lot anyways, right? Yes, Travis Kelce is a game changer. Yes, he is an X factor, but I feel that the Kansas City Chiefs were going to run the ball a lot anyways in this game. They were going to show like, hey, we can run the ball with the best of them. We are still a very, very good offense. We don't need all these prolific wide receivers and big name receivers and pass for 500 yards. We can run the ball. And that is kind of one of the weaknesses of the Detroit Lions, is stopping the run. Yes, Adrian Hutchinson is really, really good, but he's a really good pass rusher. Watch him defend the run. I mean, he's still good, but still not that good. So I am still taking the Kansas City Chiefs, even if Travis Kelce is not on the field or not. I don't care. Kansas City Chiefs by 6, 100%. However, Vegas is not agreeing with this at all. So if you guys are a better right now, that point spread has gone from 7 to 6. Now it's down to 4-point spread. So if you guys are a better, and if you're like Jason here, says Lions by 3, Jason, head over to BetStamp app, download that application, sign up for some sports books, use promo code MANHOUR. BetStamp will give you the deposit for all those books out there and get some bets in there. Pick your Lions, man. BetStamp will give you money to put money on this game. Bet your Lions. Bet the point spread, man. Win some dollar bills. Jason, Lions by 3, I could see it. I could see the Detroit Lions winning a very, very close game. This is kind of how I feel like the game is going to go on Thursday. Either the Lions are going to win a close game or the Chiefs are going to strictly just dominate the whole game. I don't see the Chiefs winning a close game. If it's a close game, back and forth, slugfest, left and right, it gives the edge to the Detroit Lions. If it is going to be a blowout, it's going to be on the Chiefs side of the ball. Like when I say blowout, I'm talking like 7, 8, like 8 points. But the Chiefs just look a lot better, a lot more, skillful at their positions. So I am taking the Chiefs. Jason is taking the Lions. Guys, who are you taking in this game? Are you taking the Detroit Lions or are you taking the Kansas City Chiefs? We do have a poll going over at Facebook.com. Simply click on the laughy emoji for the Lions, hearts for the Kansas City Chiefs. You might have to scroll down like a little bit, but there's about 200, 300 votes over there right now. A lot of people talking shit, so join the talk down there. But yes, Travis Kelce has hyperextended his knee, avoided ACL injury, listed as a bone bruise, listed as questionable going into Thursday. Speaking of questionable, the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals have yet named a starter for Sunday's matchup versus the Washington Commanders. The Arizona Cardinals cut Colt McCoy, the quarterback that was probably slated to be the starter. They're like, no, get out of here. We want to tank. But, like I said, they have yet to name a starter for the head of Sunday's game. It is a toss-up between Josh Dobbs and Clayton Tune. They released a depth chart, and they had them both at QB1. So, guys, fact or crap, this is a horrible look for Josh Gannon and the Arizona Cardinals that they have not listed a starter yet for the opening day versus the Commanders. So as you guys know, Clayton Tune is a rookie. They drafted him in the 4th or 5th round. Kind of not expecting a whole lot out of him, but Clayton Tune has kind of had a pretty good training camp, right? Kind of stepped up a little bit, kind of looking good. Maybe giving Colt McCoy, or was giving Colt McCoy a little bit of run for his money. Jonathan Gannon and the Arizona Cardinals said Colt McCoy will be our starter or he will be cut. Obviously, he got cut. Clayton Tune was putting too much pressure on them. So in that meantime, after the release of Colt McCoy, they traded for Josh Dobbs from the Cleveland Browns. A little bit about Josh Dobbs is he was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers back in 2018, spent 3 seasons there, a season with the Titans, and then a season with the Browns as well. So factor crap, this is a bad look for the Arizona Cardinals. They do not have a starter yet. This is a horrible look. This is 100% fact. This is the worst possible outcome for the Arizona Cardinals that they could have. It is Wednesday. We're literally, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days before the Arizona Cardinals step on the field versus the Washington Commanders, and they do not have a starting quarterback yet. This is the meat and potatoes time of the work week for the NFL. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you are installing everything. You are installing your packages. You are installing your playbook. You are installing the scouting portion. This is install time for the NFL Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the game week, and you don't even have a starting quarterback. How can you legitimately install an offense right now, have your 100 plays if you don't know who your quarterback is? Josh Dobbs and Clayton Tune are two totally different quarterbacks. Two totally different quarterbacks. And before we get too carried away, maybe they'll run a 2-quarterback system. But maybe they'll start Josh Dobbs and Clayton Tune will come in every even series and they'll do a little 1-2 punch. Name me one time that has ever happened in the NFL. Or let me take that back. Name me one time that has ever been successful in the NFL. Never. It's not successful in NFL. It's not successful in college. Hell, it's not even successful in high school. Quarterbacks got to get in a groove. Guys, this is the worst possible look that the Arizona Cardinals could have moving forward. Rookie head coach, Jonathan Gannon. Coach Gannon, Mr. I don't like no fights. No fighting up in here. Doesn't even have a starting quarterback in week 1. Install day and you do not have a quarterback. What the hell, man? Arizona Cardinals, you guys, your fan base better figure it out real quick because you guys are tanking and it's going to be a long season. It's sad but true. Sad but true. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is still listed day-to-day, but is trending upward to start week 1 versus the Cleveland Browns. As you guys know, Joe Burrow suffered that calf injury back in training camp back in late July and has been on the practice field somewhat this week, but very, very limited, just throwing the ball a little bit, running around very gingerly. He looks like an old man that just got out of bed. Let's just be honest about it. But fact or crap, Joe Burrow will start week 1 versus the Cleveland Browns. Guys, Joe Burrow obviously is the keys to the ignition for the Cincinnati Bengals. He is the engine, he is the wheels, he is the key, he is the security alarm on the system of the car. Without Joe Burrow, the Cincinnati Bengals are just a Honda Civic sitting in the garage that has a little bit of an oil leak. Joe Burrow is the man, the myth, the legend in Cincinnati. Now, obviously, without Joe Burrow, they could possibly win a couple games. They could maybe dabble competing with some lower tier teams. Let's just be honest. I mean, they still have a pretty good defense, average defense, okay, subpar defense, but they still have Boyd and Higgins and the rest of the crew out there. They still have a really good offense, Joe Mixon, etc. So obviously, you want Joe Burrow out there. You want him to win you a lot of games. You want him to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let's just be honest. But at the end of the day, you have to have Joe Burrow to beat the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns I think, are the front runners in the AFC North. Yes, they are like a plus 400 to win the division. They're their third farthest long shot, or whatever you want to call it. They are a long shot to win the division, but that's now. Give them a couple weeks. Give people like, whoa, Deshaun Watson's back, baby. Joe Burrow has to start week 1 for the Bengals for them to beat the Browns. So I think it is a fact that Joe Burrow will indeed start. He will indeed play okay. And then we're all going to question, well, maybe he come back too soon? Like, what is wrong with Joe? What is this? Yada, yada, yada. The point is he is rusty. He is rusty. That is what I think it is. But Joe Burrow will indeed start come week 1. You think the Browns will win the North? What about your Bengals or even the beloved Steelers? I think the Browns are the front runners to win the North, yes. I think the Browns have a very good team to win the North, yes. I think the Bengals will not win the North. I still think the Steelers will win the North. Deep down in my gut, I do think the Steelers will win the North, even though they are the long shot. So, yes, Hoffy. I'm picking the Steelers to win the North. A little rusty trombone, apparently, huh? A little bit of rusty trombone.